that came up. James got a little sick earlier, and I had to attend a meeting at School 15, strategic plan, and I figured I could share that same thing here. The strategic plan that they have for the school district is talking about what they're doing with the kids, but each one of you here can develop your own 5-year strategic plan. The one for the school system deals with technology. They're dealing with how they're going to get the children from point A to point B, prepare them for graduation, a career, college of their choosing. But again, even in this group, we could put our own 5-year strategic plan together. It's always good to have goals and objectives and things that you want to reach, because when you have a goal and objective that you want to reach and you're able to look at it every day, you'll begin to find ways to make that goal a reality. You need to have short-term goals. In other words, what do you want to accomplish from now until March? What is it that you're looking to accomplish between now until March? And then you want to create a goal from now until September. From March to September, what would you like to accomplish within that time frame? And then from September to the end of the year, what would you like to accomplish? You have to plan. Failure to plan is planning to fail. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Just by being here, that's evidence that you actually do want to create some sort of goal or some sort of metric to take you from one place to the other. So without, you won't be on camera, but how many of you in here have thought about some things that you want to accomplish in the next month, just the next 30 days? All right. Just the next 30, have you written those goals down? Have you written them down so you can read them every day? Or if you have a phone, you can, there's a notepad on your phone, and you can literally type that goal in your phone. Something that you could look at every day. Or you could also go to the main library on Broadway. You can type it out there and have it. Something that you could look at every day. You could go to Family Dollar, buy one of those binders or colorful folders, and every time you come up with an idea of something you want to accomplish, you can put it in that binder and every day read those goals. I'll give you an example. In 2009, 2010, I was out here fighting for my daughter because there was a lot of things going on in the school system and I wanted to be involved, but I didn't really know how to do it. I fought and I got my little research together and I put together a plan to say, okay, in the next couple of years, I want to be fully engaged in what's going on with our children. So I want to get on the school board. I want to try that. And I put that plan together. I started reaching out to people, started making phone calls, started knocking on doors. I didn't really know how to do it because I wasn't involved in politics. I didn't know what it was about. So in April of 2012, the goal that I set was realized. It was the first year that I won that election. 3 years later, I lost, which wasn't in my goal. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes we plan things and life will throw us curveballs to where what we plan may have a little bit of a hindrance, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. A delay is never a deny. You understand? So just because your plans might slow down or come to a screeching halt does not mean that you give up on making plans. So in 2016, I ran again. 2018, I ran again. I had almost just about given up on it. I wasn't even planning on doing it anymore because I was enjoying my life as an activist, fighting for Jameek Lowry and several other people in the community that were facing situations. And I felt that that was where I was supposed to be. And I kept going with that and kept fighting with that. 2019, somebody approached me and said, you're running this year. They told me that because and that's the thing, when you plan your life and you plan things out, other people will begin to see who you are and what you really want to do. And somebody else may come along and help you accomplish something that you had in your dreams at one point and you kind of put it to the side. But once you put your dream out there, somebody will see it and they'll be there to help you accomplish that dream. So in 2019, almost at the last day, because there was a day that there's a deadline to file your petitions. On that very last day, I just took a chance and went in there, signed my name, and threw my name in the race when I didn't have any money. I didn't have much support. I didn't really know what I was doing on that angle, but I came out being the top vote getter in that election. And that's what I mean. Now look, 2009, 2000, that's 10 years. 10 years. So planning is not going to be an overnight thing. That's why I said, start from now. Where do you want to be? This is the 15th, the 16th. Where do you want to be in April of this year? The 16th of April of this year. Where do you want to be? You can even go shorter than that. Where do you want to be February 16th of this year? Where do you want to be? You have to set goals for yourself. And they don't have to be goals that are out of bounds. Because first of all, there's no such thing as a goal that's out of bounds. If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. You need to have goals and say, okay, because I don't know what we're all going through in here, so I don't even know how to set your goals. Only you can say what it is that you're dealing with or what you're going through. All I know is we're all going through something. But you can set your goal based on where you are now and where you want to be. Because nobody's going to set the goal for you. That's not the way life works. The universe is deathless. And it's deathless because there's no time within it. So when we set our goals, we incorporate ourselves into the universe and things will begin happening for us based on our desire for things to happen in our lives. You have to sit down, get a piece of paper and a pen, and put the dates down. Every date, even if you want to put every month of this year, and write something down that you want to do. It could be something as simple as getting a driver's license. It could be something as simple as forming a savings account. Anything. Put something in writing as to what it is you want to do. And then what you have to do is every day focus on that and see yourself accomplishing that goal. I grew up in an orphanage. I was not raised in my natural family or, however you want to call it. I grew up at Mount St. Joe's Children's Center in Totowa. That was an orphanage for children who did not have families or families that gave their children up. My mother gave me up at birth. I was born in St. Mary's in Newark in 1981. My mother did not, at that time, feel that she was, at a place to raise a child. I was her oldest. So I was put up into foster care, and from foster care, I went and lived in a children's center with other kids my age. No family, no parents, no nothing. And even while we were there, we were always told to have a goal or a plan or something that you want to accomplish. When I was living in that children's center, had you told me that I was going to be where I am now then, I probably would have laughed. Because I didn't think that it could be possible. But I went from being a foster child to an orphan to one day being adopted to then becoming a minister. I became a minister when I was 12. That's when I started serving as a minister. When I was about 16 years old, I became an elder. My mother started a ministry. I became an elder and a co-pastor with her. And then I moved on along and became a licensed pastor under the organization I'm with now. But all of that came from setting goals and sticking to those goals. Nothing was handed to me. Everything I've ever received in life, I had to fight for it. Even the things that we take for granted, like having a family, having someone to call mom and dad. When I was young, I was a young black boy living in that center. They didn't want to adopt black boys my age. They only wanted infants, toddlers, but they didn't want children our age. But there was a family called the Teagues who took a step out and said, no, we want him. And they brought me into their home and I was adopted by them. So sometimes when you are planning your life and planning your dreams, you may even have to take some chances. You may have to take some leaps of faith. Nothing in life is going to be handed to you. And I'm sure we all know that in this room. But I can guarantee you, I'm not telling you anything that I don't know or that I have not lived through. If you tonight begin to set some goals for yourself, if you tonight begin to set some goals for where you want to be, I can assure you that you're going to begin to see those things materialize. especially if you set the goal and I like to say meditate on it, but if you set the goal and you focus on that goal every day, you start thinking about how you're going to accomplish that goal. You start seeing yourself in the place that you want to be a year from now, 2 years from now. You start visualizing the goals that you've written down. I'm telling you, it works. Because sooner or later, your mind will begin to believe that this is what you want to accomplish. And when that happens, your surroundings and your atmosphere and everything around you will change and align itself to get you to where you need to be. That's real talk. I have seen it in my personal life. I've seen it in my family's life. We don't come from money. We don't come from money. But we always had a dream. My mother told me that. Even if you don't have money, the one thing they can't take away from you is your ability to dream and your ability to see yourself where you want to be. Nobody can take that from you. They can take money from you. They can take your property away from you, but they can't take away your ability to dream. Never give that up. Never give that up. Always be at a place where you can dream about where you want to be and what you want to achieve. Because everything that's in this earth is attainable if you can believe that you can have it. Everything. I don't care what it is. If you're trying to get somewhere in life, you write those goals down, you write those dreams down, I guarantee you that you're going to see those dreams come to fruition. Somehow it's going to work out. Do we know all the details? Sometimes we don't. Sometimes things just come together. There's been plenty of things that have happened in our lives that just came together. And we didn't really know all the details, but it just worked. And that's the way it is with dreams. Don't feel that you shouldn't have dreams. You have to have something to dream for. What else do we have left if we can't dream about where we want to be? What else do we have left if we can't see ourselves where we want to be? 5 years from now, 10 years from now. We got to teach our children to think past today and to think till tomorrow. Think for the days and the futures and the years ahead. My daughter, she wants to go to school for music, for singing. She just auditioned last night at Tech to get into the music program and the music arts. She wants to be a professional vocalist and train people. That's a goal. That's a dream. You have to have a dream. Don't ever let anybody tell you that your dreams are not adequate enough. Because your dreams are for you. They have their own dreams for whatever it is they want to do, but the dreams that you have are the dreams that you have, and they're what you seek to accomplish, not them. Personalize your dreams. When you write down what it is you want to accomplish, personalize it to who you are and where you want to be. And I can guarantee you from life experience that if you do that and you mean it with all sincerity and you focus on it every day and you allow it to become a part of who you are and where you want to go, I guarantee you, not overnight, but I guarantee you, sooner or later, a series of events will take place to get you where you want to be. I'm not long-winded, but I just like to get straight to the point. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little talk tonight. Be blessed. And get to writing those visions, man. Get to writing those goals and dreams, and you'll get where you want to go. All right? Peace.
Anybody want to share about what he was just speaking on?
My name is George. Okay. I'm glad I came here tonight for this. This is exactly the last couple of days was exactly like he was telling me to slow down. I'm like, I have so much things to do. You know what I mean? And you touched on it. A lot of us is one of us, like you said, a dream. Yeah. My dream was like, you know, I never had driver's license because my reading and writing, but I can drive.